What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Nothing But Skills, and today we're going to be talking about the method that I like using to win in Black Ops 4 Blackout. And what we're going to do is we'll be breaking down this gameplay, and I'll be using the method that I'll be talking about throughout this gameplay. And it's really paying attention to the circle. But before we get into that, I really want to go into this drop. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video, and hit that subscribe button. I end up dropping in right away to train station. It's one of the first locations on our flight path. So I pick train station a lot. If you watch any of my wins, I tend to drop into train station just because there's a lot of loot spread out throughout the map. Now the thing right here is there's 4 guys in front of me. You can see the red flares going off. So I know I won't be the first on the roof. I need to hit the underneath. So pay attention to how many people are in front of you if you like getting on that roof. So I was able to get a gun really quick. I'm turning around. I'm looking for a guy. I see him right here. He doesn't see me. He doesn't know where I'm shooting from. Boom, able to drop him really quick with the headshot. He had no idea where I was shooting from. Now I know there's 2 guys up top because they ended up dropping up there, and one guy just kills him right now. He doesn't see me sneak up behind him, so I'm able to finish him off pretty quick. He had no idea I was coming that way. I loot his body, and then I'm gonna head over to the train station. We already have 2 kills on the board. So at this point, I want to push train station because I know there's some guys over there. I have some really good weapons. I have the ICR. I just got some armor right there. So at this moment, my goal is to push over to train station. Hopefully I can catch these guys looting and kill them, and in that way I can just loot train station by myself. I'm looking around. I don't see anybody in here. I have a feeling that they're still inside. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this ABR, which is one of my favorite guns in the game. Once I pick up the ICR, I'm going to look for the player because there's definitely some players over here. So I come out of the train station. You see that guy sees me, right? He drops me to 47 health. So if I was him, I know I put a lot of damage on him. I probably didn't hit him at all. So he's going to push me. But look, I was able to heal all the way up. I still have almost full armor. He's looking for me. He's definitely looking for me. He sees me. I get a couple shots. I start shooting him first, so I had to jump on him.
Yeah, right.
I had to jump on him before he had me. He almost still got me, right? He had me at 37 health right there in that gun battle, but I was able to shoot him before he shoots me. So I'm going to go for this KN right here. I pick up the KN, and one thing you'll notice is a player that comes right in front of me, right? So he sees me. I see him. I hit him a lot. And instead of reloading, I pick up the ICR. I really want to keep that KN though because it has different bullets than the ABR. Remember, the ABR runs 5.56 ammo, and then the KN runs 7.62 ammo. So I'm able to finish him off with the ICR. I never had to really reload. So I'm going to pick up my KN again and then continue on. So the guns I'm going to run for the rest of the match are going to be the KN with the 7.62 ammo, and then the ABR with the 5.56 ammo, because I don't have to really worry about running out of ammo. What I'll do is I'll use the KN for short to medium range, and then the ABR for medium to long range. So at this point in the game, what I'm doing is I am looting. I'm just looting all of the train station, going to the buildings. I do see a player up here. He doesn't see me. I'm able to finish him off. And like I said, short to medium range, that KN does work. It hits really hard. And the medium to long range, the ABR is just a little bit more accurate since it does already have a scope on it. And you could put a 4x scope on there, a sniper scope on there. Now my method for winning, and the method I'm going to use in this match, and I did it intentionally, is I'm going to be pushing really late to the circle. So I'm going to be hugging the outside of the white circle 95% of the time during this match. And that's how I'm going to get a win. So every time I do cutscenes, every time we cut forward, you're going to see that I'm constantly staying on the edge of the circle. Now right here, you're going to see that the edge of the circle is just outside of the train station. So I'm going to be hanging out at train station until the blue circle closes in on me. So I'm just right outside the circle, and I heard some players over here, so I'm headed that way to see if I can find them. The guy ends up seeing me first. He starts shooting at me. I have paranoia on, so not only did I see where his bullets were coming from, I also got the notification, that sound that paranoia gets you. So he's in this building right here. I have the 4x scope, so I know I'm going to be able to hit some shots on him. I hit him a couple times. He's probably healing right now. I jump into the shed. I see a bag. I know I have time to loot this bag because I have a sensor dart up. So if you look at the top left hand corner, you can see my sensor dart. He's not moving. He's looking for me. So I don't really have to worry about him chasing me, right? Because he hasn't moved. It looks like he's moving to the back of the building. It looks like he moved to the north end corner of the building. It looks like he's not even in the building anymore. But I'm just trying to position myself to see where he is compared to the sensor dart. And what's funny is when I watch this video, I can see where he's at right now. You could clearly see he was at 240. I'm still looking at the building. I had no idea he was out there. He had no idea I was at. So I was able to drop him really fast because he had no idea I had flanked all the way to the right. I didn't even have any idea he was there when I was watching this the second time around. So I noticed he had a silencer. I'm going to put this on my ABR. I always feel that it's crucial on your medium to long range weapons to keep your position from being known by other players. Put a silencer on the gun. So on your ABR, have a silencer on that gun if you only have one silencer. And then in your short to medium, since you're going to be doing a lot of face-to-face gun battles with that, you could have the long-range barrel because you really don't care if your position is known because you're so close. Like, take a look at this shot right here. I was so far away. Even if players saw that player dropped, they probably don't know where I shot from. This player probably didn't even have an idea of where I shot from because I was using a silencer on the ABR. If you look at where my position is, I'm right outside of the circle, and the circle is about to move right now. So the circle is probably 50 meters behind me. I'm just inside of the circle, but now look at it. Look where the circle is. I'm right inside of the circle, and that's going to be my game plan for the rest of this match. Hug this white circle, use it to my advantage. That way I can pick up all the trailers and I can just sneak up on players. I'm just looting this body. He had a trauma kit. I was able to loot that. I definitely want Dead Silence. Dead Silence is an amazing perk to have late in game. I think those are my favorite two things to have late in the game. A trauma kit and Dead Silence. Now I'm going to probably pop this Dead Silence in just a little bit. Not right now because I'm not near a lot of players, and where I'm at, I'm not too worried about it. But if you look at my positioning, right outside the circle, I'm trying to watch this blue, and look, we have a player sitting outside of the circle, and he was just camping right there. And we're going to get another player right now. This player ends up seeing where I was shooting from. So him too, like, he's right inside of the circle. That's why I say if you stay around the circle and you're actually pretty good, you can get a lot of kills still. Like, you don't have to always be in the heat of the battle. You can hug the circle and play it a little bit more safe. Now this guy, he's inside this building. I don't know if he's trying to hang out in there, if he's trying to camp, so I'm just pushing forward. This is where my aggressive side comes in. You guys know me, I'm a little bit aggressive. Even when I try to do videos like this where I'm camping, I would probably just wait for him to come out, but with my aggressive side, I see him, and he has level 3 armor or level 2 armor. That was a lot of damage, and I'm able to drop him. So you look, he did have level 3 armor. That's why he took so much damage. To be safe, he had a sensor dart. So what I'm going to do, I picked up that sensor dart. I'm going to shoot it just so I know I'm safe, right? No one is going to be in my general area, and that gives me time to actually loot. I'm going to loot this level 3 armor. I don't like taking level 3 armor. I feel like it's really loud. But since I do have some armor plates, I'm going to repair it with my armor plates, and then I'll have max health and max health armor going into probably the final circle. So just like I told you, the game plan is the same. 34 seconds before the circle closes in, and I'm right in between the blue circle and the white circle. And that is my goal for this whole game, was to stay between the blue circle and the white circle. Just using this method, I'm at almost 10 kills, right? So even just hanging around the blue and white circle, I'm able to catch all these players who like to camp, right? I'm one of the campers in this video, so I'm able to catch all these players. I'm waiting for this player to come. He just ran around that building. I finally spot him, and he's moving because the circle's moving. And by this point, I already put a lot of damage on him. He's like 1 or 2 shots and he's done. So I hit him for 200 health. He probably had level 2 armor. But now I'm getting shot in the back. So I got shot a couple times. I throw a nade to see if the guy is pushing me. He was pushing me a little bit. So I end up hitting him a few times. He hits me a few times. But my level 3 armor is still almost at max health. So I'm not going to worry about healing up. And I'm not going to worry about repairing my armor. I'm able to put some shots down range. And I hit him a couple times. And he just takes off. And at this point, the circle's closing in. I don't want to keep pushing up north, so I'm going to end up pushing the opposite way until I can maybe get a better shot on him from across the map. So we jump forward a little bit. I still haven't found that guy, and I'm still using the same method, right? Hide between blue and white circle. Now, I could go a little bit up north and hang around the blue circle, but the circle's closing in. But what you're going to see right here is something you don't want to do. This guy in the chopper sees me. He tries to jump out thinking I didn't see him, and I turn around. That was a wrap for him. I don't know what he was thinking jumping out of the chopper like that. But never do that. Never jump out right in front of somebody. If you're going to jump out of somebody, make sure they don't see you. I definitely was looking right at the chopper when he jumped out. So this is a move that I was really worried about. When I came around the corner, I saw the player run into that building, and I was hoping I was able to see him. Now, he's right in between the blue circle and the white circle. So he still has 30 seconds. Now, the aggressive me would rush in there. The playing it safe me decided, you know what? I'm not going to rush in there. I'm going to pull back and I'm going to get the advantage up top. Now, I was getting shot across the map, and there's still 3 other players left. So there's one guy in that building, and definitely one guy who already saw me. So I have to be careful with not getting sniped. So I'm trying to stay right on the edge of the circle and just kind of wait for the player to come. So the circle starts to move in. The player has to come out. He finally comes out, and that's it. He already had took 20 damage from the circle. I'm going to see if he has anything. He doesn't have anything. I don't want to take a chance of taking too much damage from that storm because the storm hits really hard this late in the game. So there's 3 players left. I'm going to push west and I'm going to hug this blue circle. Like I've been telling you, I've been hugging the circle all game long. It's been working for me. Now there's only 1v1. The player just got a kill. I know it came from this general area, 165, 158, around that area. I'm looking. I don't know exactly where he's at, but I'm still hugging the circle. And I'm going to use this big tree to my advantage. Always use a tree because you can use cover. You can jump in and out of it. I see the player. He sees me. I get a couple shots on him. I'm going to use my concussion. He throws a flame grenade. I miss the concussion. I break his level 3 armor. And that's a wrap right there. My level 3 armor beat his level 3 armor. And I hit my shots before he hit me. And that's how you use that technique of hugging the circle. If you guys are having trouble getting those top 5 finishes or even winning, this method right here might be the difference between you finally getting that first win or getting multiple wins. If you guys have any questions, use the comment section down below. If you're new to my channel, first time watching the video, hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on so when I release a video, you guys get notified. And as always, guys, if you don't see me in Blackout, it's only a matter of time. Nothing but skills out.